Secretary, will you call the roll, please?
Cummins. Fields.
Here.
Heatherly.
Here.
Johnson.
Here.
Lastly. Lester.
Here.
We do have a quorum. We'll move forward into approval of agenda. Can I entertain a motion to approve the agenda? A motion to approve by Mr. Heatherly, a second by Mr. Lester. Call the roll.
Fields.
Yes.
Heatherly.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Lester.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Wonderful, thank you all. The purpose of this meeting is to discuss and find out some information about the Jumbotron at Campbell County High School. We're holding this meeting on a request of Board Chairman Jeffrey Miller. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to turn it over to Mr. Faust. Mr. Faust, if you could just please tell us a little bit about the idea that you have, the process, your funding sources. The board's just kind of interested in my understanding and kind of finding out the who, what, when, where, why, please, sir.
Okay, and again, I was not prepared for this. I mean, this meeting got called last minute. I've not been, called by anybody. Nobody's told me what the agenda was other than a Jumbotron. We're not getting a Jumbotron. Jumbotron's a multi-million-dollar that you're gonna see at UT or whatever. This is a very nice video board that we're hoping to do some community involvement things with. We're wanting to, again, I don't know why this is an athletic committee. This is not a scoreboard. We've already got a scoreboard. This is a facility upgrade. So why are we having an athletic committee meeting? I don't understand. But that, again, nobody's communicating with me on those things. So this is, again, not a Jumbotron.
Well, Mr., I will interrupt you. I did let you know that we were having this meeting as soon
Yes,
as I called.
you
correct?
did.
Okay.
You did. Last week, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
like Thursday?
Yes.
Thursday, yes. But I still didn't receive an agenda or anything. I mean, Gail called, somebody just said, hey, we're talking about the Jumbotron. So, first of all, again, Jumbotron, that's not what this is. It's a video board. We're wanting to, have more family involvement. And I think if you talk to any principal in the county, they all would want that. And what we want to do is just have movie nights. We want to be able to bring, we already do Fields of Faith at Campbell County High School. We want to bring that up there. Video board will do just like you can do with an HDMI cord. You can plug it up. You can show movies. You can show PowerPoints. You can do multiple things. So we want to have guest speakers. We wanted to invite the community out and have somewhere for them to be, for things to do. We know I was approached by the commission. It's been several months ago about coming up with some ideas on what we can do. It's not like I went out and said, hey, we want to do this. I mean, they approached me. I went down. I pitched this idea. They thought it was a great idea. We're moving forward. So I do want to say I did talk to Jeffrey Miller after the last board meeting, told him what I wanted to do. He did say, as long as you're not asking for funds from us, we do not need to do anything. So I'm not asking you all for a dime, and don't plan on it. I've done some fundraising. In the last 5 years I've been at Campbell County High School, I've raised over $300,000 through grants. So I very seldom ask you all for anything. I've redone our library floors. We've worked really hard on updating our school on our own without coming and asking you guys for much. So again, this is not for you all to fund. The county commission asked me to come and pitch something. I did that, and then now I'm in front of you all. So do y'all have any questions I can answer? Because I don't really specifically know what you want to know, but I can answer anything that you have.
So, and just for some context, again, Chairman Miller asked us and directed this to the athletic committee meeting, I guess just under the context that it is going to be at the football field.
Okay.
And so in Chairman Miller's opinion, from my understanding, he thought like this was the proper committee for it to
Okay.
go through. Mr. Pearson, if I may put you on the spot, Chairman Miller also felt confident that before any type of purchase like this would be made, that it would need to go through the Board of Education for our approval before the school could make the purchase.
That's our understanding. Yes.
Okay, so we will have to, at some point, this board, and this committee is where that's going to start, is my
Okay.
understanding, is going to have to approve the purchase regardless of if the funds have been raised or not.
Awesome.
So I guess that's.
So this is this our policy moving forward? So anything that we fundraise for, we have to go through a committee and then board approval before we can get it done?
I guess my understanding, Mr. Pearson, you can chime in on this, is because of the dollar threshold on this type of purchase.
Yeah.
Would that be accurate?
Yes.
Yeah, I
There's a
mean,
pretty
it's-
big difference
it
in
is.
fundraising for some T-shirts versus a $150,000.
What are those? I mean, I would think any principal in the county would want to know what those thresholds are. I mean, I'm not sure what the, you know, so that would be something nice to have, like, hey, if you were trying to do something, you know, that's more than, you know, $10,000, I know that's the limit that I hear a lot, then you need to make sure you go through the committee. And then, you know, if I asked the chairman of the board, I would expect him to be able to tell me that's the procedures instead of sending me to do something that obviously is not correct.
Yeah. Well, for competitive bids, the threshold is 25,000. So anything over 25,000 would have to be competitively bid or comply with other state laws regarding purchases.
And he may not have understood that, you know. We did talk about dollar amount, but he did say, if you're not asking us for funds, you do not have to come to this meeting. And I also texted him the morning of the meeting to say, hey, I've talked to these commissioners, they're also going to ask me about this, I need details. He called the commissioner at that time, so, you know.
Yeah, and of course, I don't know what your and Chairman Miller's conversations were like. Unfortunately, he is unavailable this evening. I will ask, and Ms. Crumley, will you relay to Director Fields that we need to make sure that all of our school principals have a copy of, is Sandy in here?
Yeah, I'm here, sorry.
Oh, there you are. Sorry, I couldn't see you for half a second. But can you please direct Director Fields to make sure that all of our principals have copies of the purchasing policies and what those thresholds and limits are? And Ms. Lay, when you take over January 1, if you can help make sure that's communicated as well, please. Because we definitely don't want any opportunity to get caught off guard.
Yeah, most definitely.
Committee members, what questions do we have about the scoreboard, or excuse me, what would you call it? I want to make sure.
Video.
It would be a video board,
Video
yes.
board.
Yeah. We've also looked into the double-sided board because, you know, I mean, our ultimate goal would be able to have like a drive-up side of it too, to where if we had a movie night, we could have, of course, time on the lawn. We could have also parents, grandparents, whoever that wanted to stay in a car or vehicle, that would be able to. But that's of course going to double the price. So we're still doing some fundraising and doing some things like that. You know, again, that's kind of outside of what we're at right now, but you know, a possibility that we could also do if that's of interest to anyone. Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman.
I do have a couple things to mention. Do you know the size of the board? We haven't discussed that yet.
Yes, it's a 24 by 12.
24 by 12?
Yes.
And then how much funding do you have prepared for it already?
Private donations, we've got around $60,000. The commission, recreation committee voted for $60,000, but that's not went through, you know, that's why I'm here, I guess. I mean, you know, I don't think it's, of course, went through so forth. So right now, we're at 120. The way the company that we're working with, and I don't have the name on top of my head, but the way the company works with that we have is they go out, and when you commit to them, which we've already got way more than they asked for up front, but when you commit to them, they go in and get your committed, because we will run some media on it, help me out, marketing, we'll do some marketing on it, but they go out and get that for you from corporations, from mom and pop, and of course, we will help them do that. A percentage of that goes to help pay the board off, the other percentage comes back to the school system until the point that the board's paid off. So we're way past the threshold that they asked us to get if, you know, again, the commission votes to, you know, move forward with the idea.
Thank you, sir.
Power Ad is the company.
Ms. Willard, do you have any questions? Ms. Ryder? Any further questions? One thing that I will say, I think having a video board would be great. Just to be completely transparent, I do have some concerns about the funding.
What concerns do you have about the funding?
Well, from what I understand, the county commission is looking to maybe utilize some of the opioid abatement funds.
It's not the core grant, no. I mean,
I don't know the context of what funds they're
Yeah.
looking to use. I've gone back and I was unaware that you were going to be at the county commission meeting that night. So
Yeah.
But I did watch the Lafayette Press's video
Yeah.
of where they discussed it briefly last night. So, I'm not sure if that opioid abatement funds are the best use on a scoreboard, a video board.
Yeah.
Personally, but also I have a bit of a conundrum, if somebody shows up with a way that's legally fundraised and said, hey, we want to give you $100,000, should this board and should our school system turn it down?
Right.
I don't know the answer to that yet.
Well, and I look at it like the same thing that you got at your business. You got a video board out there, and what you want to do is attract people. You want them to know the services that you you provide at your business. With something like this, yes, we can have movie nights, but we can also, we can promote good things, mental health, whether it is opioid. We can promote that with this video board. So we could do, during football games, Saturday nights now, the Little League is at Campbell County High School, so we can hopefully highlight some of them, and some of our kids in CTE can work, work on the program and go up there and help those kids out so they can see themselves on there and still have that messages that we want to put out as a school system and we want our community to see, so.
And I will finally say, all the time in this community, we hear, oh, there's nothing to do, and because there's nothing to do, we have, young individuals looking to experience with drugs, and, so it adds to that, and I do think that having something like this could add a huge value to our community. Before we wrap up, I want to commend you and your athletic directors for going out there thinking outside the box. Even if we may disagree on some ways that we get to this final goal, I think this final goal of having a video board and doing what you want to do, not just to build things at Campbell County High School, but build opportunities for the entire community, I think that's really valuable. So thank you for thinking outside the box. And even if we may not agree every
Right.
step of the way, I just think what you're doing is commendable.
Well, and I appreciate you guys. I take full responsibility for not following the correct procedures. I'll figure that out. We'll do that next time. Like I said, I did talk to a board member, but I appreciate y'all. I want to be very transparent. You all know that. I'm not hiding anything. You can come to Campbell County High School anytime we invite you. We just want to make our school like it is the best school in the county. We want you all to be proud of it. So we appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Mr. Cox, Mr. Brown. Folks, anything further? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the athletic committee meeting. Got a motion from Mr. Heatherly, second from Ms. Fields. All in favor? Please say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We are adjourned.